So you want to build a streaming setup for your gear like cameras, lighting, and microphones without breaking the bank. Well, today's budget is $400, and let's see what we can do with that in building our stream setup. Keep in mind, this is not going to include your peripherals such as your keyboard, mouse, headphones, your computer screen, or your computer. I'm going to assume you already have those, but if you don't have a PC, I'm giving a $2,000 gaming/streaming PC right now. Link is down below, or continue watching at the end of the video. So the ultimate goal for this video was to show you how to get really good video and audio quality for your live stream or whatever content you're creating, whilst not breaking the bank. But if you want to see my streaming setup, have any questions about this one or anything else related to streaming or content creation, I'm live streaming right now. Come say hi, twitch.tv/murrayfrost. Link is down below. Now the first thing you need to pay attention when doing your stream setup is your audio or microphone, naturally. You don't want to spend too much on this because when you're compressing audio on Twitch, it's not going to matter if you're using a $100 microphone or a $400 microphone. I use the Shure SM7B, which is definitely overkill for Twitch, but I do create content on YouTube, that's why I like it. And in most cases, if you're buying an XLR microphone, most of the time you're going to need the XLR cable, or in fact all the time wise it's not going to work, and also your audio interface, such as a Wave XLR, which is fantastic by the way, or maybe something cheaper like the UMC22, which is made by Behringer. All of these do cost additional money. Most of the time I would not spend less than $100 on an XLR microphone, so the PodMic is a great example. But if you don't want to spend that extra money on, the interface and cables, I got the Elgato Wave 1. Full disclosure, they did send it to me for free. They are a partner of mine. The reason why I chose the Wave 1 as opposed to the Wave 3 is because, well, it's first of all at $100, which is a very budget microphone. In addition, it comes with very fantastic and powerful software in order to customize all of your audio channels, so separate them into their own thing, and you have huge power when it comes to sending all of your audio into Streamlabs OBS or OBS Studio, whatever software you're using. And the software comes free with the Wave 1 microphone or any of Elgato's audio products. Next is your webcam. Now this also is definitely important, especially if you're not a big brand like, let's say, Lyric for example, who doesn't have a Facecam. There's not many exceptions to that. You're not going to be able to do anything without a Facecam or some type of way for your stream to see your face. There's just no personality behind the stream. There are a couple exceptions as you've seen in the past, but those are very small. So when picking a good Facecam or webcam, you got to take into consideration two things. First of all, low light capabilities. Is it good? And overall image quality. What does it look like? Well, I've done a few videos in the past. I've looked at the Logitech C920, which is a very common $80 to $90 webcam, but that's kind of obsolete at this point. Yes, it does do 1080 30 frames per second, but it's starting to fall behind now with technology moving so fast. Now, Elgato has created a fantastic webcam called the Elgato Facecam, and it's 1080p 60. It's fantastic quality. If you're wanting 4K, then don't go with this one. And it is a little pricey at $200, but personally I think it's worth it because when you're traveling, you get to save those settings to your camera itself. After you've downloaded the software, it saves it right onto the webcam so you can travel anywhere in the world and still have the same settings. I did that when I recently traveled to DJ Zreek's house, and that was so that we can build the $2,000 gaming PC that we're giving away. Keep watching till the end of the video if you want to know the details about that. Next we went with a 3-pack 70 LED video light, and this combo is $43 on Amazon, and it's very cheap. You can tell. It's made with plastic, but it does the job. It plugs in via USB, so you don't have to, worry about extra power outlets if you want to plug it into your computer, assuming you have enough USB ports for that. If you don't have space for that, just grab some USB plugs and you're good to go. These do have the on and off switch, and they have a dimmer right on the cable, so it's very easy to access in order to brighten and dim those lights. 3 of them come in the box, and they also come with a ton of gels, so you can shape and color your lights the way you want it to look. add some accents to the background of your webcam, or just light your face in general. These lights do come with stands, but they're not very long, so keep that in mind. Now, if you don't want to have 3 of these lights, or maybe you want a stronger key light, which adds more light to your face, you can get the RALENO LED Video Soft Light Panel. Why do they come up with these strange names? Just come up with a simple name, guys. This LED comes out at 50 bucks. It does come with a mount, and you can adjust it with a swivel. However, this doesn't come with a stand like the other light pack does, so you're gonna have to get an extra stand for this. And for that, I got the TARION Desktop Light Stand. It comes in at 16 bucks. Pretty useful actually for a $16 stand, and you can mount pretty much whatever you want on it. It clamps right to your desk, and it's got variable thicknesses, so if you have a very thick desk, you can probably fit it on that. The LED video light panel can fit on this without problems, and it does come with a few adapters. It does have an adjustment knob on it, so you can adjust the height, which is really nice. That way it's not stuck behind your monitor and not lighting your face. Last but not least, we got the InnoGear Microphone Arm, which is $14, very cheap. Definitely way cheaper than the Rode PSA-1 or the Elgato Wave mic arm. Both of which are $100, fantastic. I use the Elgato Wave mic arm religiously, one of the best microphone arms there is. But if you're on a budget, like this video suggests, this is $14 microphone is gonna do just great. I've had it for 5 years, it still lasted me right over here, and it stretches out pretty far, to be completely honest. It's pretty robust, but it does have its quirks here. The springs are loud, and it's not exactly soundproof. When you hit your desk or bump it, you might hear some of that in your microphone, no matter what microphone you have. Setting all this gear up was actually very easy, a little bit time consuming because I wanted to make sure it was done right, but it's very easy to set all this up, especially with the Elgato Wave 1. The microphone is fantastic. It comes with a very long cable, so even if you have your microphone on the stand all the way out to the side and then back to your computer like I have, it's still gonna reach it. It's a long cable. Same thing with the Elgato Facecam. Those come with USB-C to USB 3, so it's got a really good connection. Now, the Elgato Wave 1 microphone comes with a stand. You can unscrew that and put it on your boom arm, but I couldn't find any adapters that fit. And I used all the adapters that came with some of my gear, nothing would fit. I remember looking back and seeing that Elgato did have an adapter somewhere, but I just couldn't find it online. You can't buy it as an accessory, so I went and bought just some cheap off-brand ones from Amazon. But then the next day came and this happened. I was trying to figure out why I've seen that connection before, and now I know why. I've seen other videos on them, and it does come with the microphone, so don't have to worry. You can adapt your microphone to your microphone boom arm. Don't turn off again. Now, a couple quirks with the lights. Naturally, it's going to happen because they are very cheap. The switches on the back of the big soft light, those are behind the light, which makes it a little harder to turn on and off, change the color temperature and brightness. It isn't serious, it's just a little bit of an inconvenience because you got to get up, get around the light and, adjust those settings. I like to have it on the cable like with the 3 small ones that I got. It's right on the cable, you can adjust the brightness and turn them on and off. Super easy and accessible, but they are pretty cheap stands, they're not strong at all. You can definitely get stands for them that attach to the desk or any other stands, but these stands work just fine. I'm not going to do anything heavy on them. Okay, and this is what it all looks like right now. I've got the key light, the main soft light, and then I've got 2 of the smaller lights here, and then one just behind the computer there, which adds an accent. I added a filter to it, or a gel to it. I put a purple one in. It looks really nice actually, so it's not just white. There's a whole bunch of different colors here, so it's really nice that you can have options to change whatever color you want. But ultimately, this is what it looks like. You're listening to the Wave 1 microphone right now, and the Elgato Facecam that is going into OBS, and everything looks pretty good. Now, if you have a dual PC stream and you want to set it up, I do have a video as well on how to set those up. Dual PC streams are kind of my speciality. I have a few of them and you can check them out. A lot of useful content there. And if you want to see more videos like this with bigger budgets so that you can see if your setup works with that type of budget, go ahead and let me know down in the comments and leave a like so I know. I know in this budget we couldn't fit a DSLR for your Facecam. Maybe we can do that in the next budget. Let me know what type of budget that is available to you and what you would prefer, because I want to make sure that I can do budgets that you guys would like to use so that I don't go over what people are trying to aim for. If you want to see that video come out very soon, go ahead and subscribe and stick around for the future, or let me know on Twitch. Link is down below, twitch.tv/murrayfrost. I live stream every weekday. Come check it out. It's a lot of fun. And then if you want to win a $2,000 gaming/streaming PC with a 3070 White Edition graphics card, link is down below. Go ahead and enter there. Entries are free, and the giveaway ends at the end of November, which is November 30th. But that's it for now. I'll see you next time. But until then, make something great.